Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 10-year anniversary online edition Fighting Back Against COVID-19 with myself, Sinead, and 50 other people here to support you. So this is where we normally would get a big round of applause or lots of feedback, um, but we don't because we're at home and we're staying apart to come together to fight back against this. So what we would ask you to do is use those emojis for big boulabus, big clap hands, praise, all those good things. So we'd ask you for that. But again, I'd like to introduce Sinead. Sinead, would you like to say hello to our wonderful people?
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome and thank you for joining us on our Friday. We are super excited. Over the last 3 weeks, we've been doing a hell of a lot of work. 13 of us on the team currently, and I think last night not one of us got a wink of sleep. But we're super excited to be bringing this to you. It's so cool to see if any of you are participants that are watching currently, like yourselves, Discord, our communication channel that we're using over this weekend is absolutely hopping. The engagement, the conversations, it's absolutely amazing to see. So thank you so much for everybody coming in and joining and watching us now. It's quite surreal to be having this. Like me and Jean were just saying before going online, having an offline event, you get so psyched because you see all your team in person and you get the big hype, and it's a little bit of a calm down when you get to see everybody and then the participants come through and it's all happening. Whereas we have to build this up ourselves. So that's why it's really important. Like Jean said, we would love to see those hands clapping, those emojis being used so that we know that you're actually out there listening to us, engaging with us, and getting us ready and getting us fired up for what's going to be an amazing 54 hours.
This is true. And Sinead, can I do it?
Oh, God.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. If you follow our YouTube channel, it's there or it's there. So anyway, I'm coming live to
Ah,
you from the Bagot Belfry. This is where I now live and work 24 hours a day, it seems. And over that time, I've had the opportunity to get to hang out with some pretty wonderful people. You're going to meet them a little later on. Sinead, we're going to introduce them.
yeah.
But why are we here? Well, I think I think it's pretty simple. We all know that right now we're all apart, but we've got some great ideas and people we want to help. And again, something like Startup Weekend has, I think, 6 weeks ago, yeah, it came to the point where I think it was something like 70 startup weekends were cancelled within 24 hours on foot of COVID-19. And over that time, with Techstars, with Startup Weekend, with the amazing community leaders around the world, we've been able to get to a point where we can, digitize and bring this experience where over 54 hours you get to pitch ideas, join teams, meet new people, make great contacts, learn new skills, and have fun. I can't, I suppose, put too fine a point on just the volume of effort and work that's gone in with the amazing team you're going to meet a little later on. And we're really excited to be here as one country, one team, one idea at a time to come together to tackle COVID-19. So you've met me probably a few times before. My name is Gene Murphy. I'm the co-founder of Startup Boost, Pre-Accelerator. I do some work with Middle Game Ventures and a range of other areas in fintech. And I also think today I'm encompassing the internet with my shirt. I only bring this out for special occasions. So I think this is the internet in a shirt. So I thought no better time to wear it today. And again, we were asked to give two facts. So one is don't leave me out in the sunlight, and fact one is never one to pass by. I'm going to pass over to Sinead, who's going to introduce herself as well.
Okay, this is really bad. I just realized. So, hey everybody, you've obviously seen me before, and for anyone else, I am Sinead O'Keefe. So, I'm lead organizer for this fantastic event with the engine of 13 people behind me. Community leader and facilitator with Techstars. Been involved with these guys for over 3 years. I started off, like most of you, actually just as a participant down in attending my first one in Galway and then my second one in Kilkenny. And then I'm also a Startup Digest curator. So, yeah, I write on fashion and technology. So, if anybody has any interest in that area, make sure to go over check out Startup Digest. So this is a sad thing, but normally you see the facts are meant to be some way funny. So I think everybody chuckled a little bit when Jean said, ginger, sunlight, ha ha ha. It's a good one. It's a good one. I asked my friends what's funny about me and to give me facts. And they just kind of said that I'm not really funny. So I've decided to leave these blank. And hopefully, if you guys find me funny over the weekend, please do tweet me at SineadOK353 or even just drop it into the general comments being like, Sinead, you're funny because X, Y, and Z. I would like it. So the next time I do one of these events, there will be 2 facts about me. So that's me at the moment.
That is amazing, Sinead. Thank you very much. But there is a sea of people that have come together over the past. I think, Sinead, is it fair to say it's 2 weeks, maybe not even 3 weeks?
Yeah, I think really when we had the full actual team together, it was like we got the team together in 3 or 4 days, and yeah, I think it was 2.5 weeks we just had then on the lead up to. So it was crazy. It was crazy.
So it's a big shout out to Huichi, Daniel, obviously the 2 of us. We can say that to each other. Ashling, Alton, Callum, Jazem, Alan, Shannon, Senat, Sam, and Natalie. The volume that everyone has put in, especially the team here, is just insane. I know I'm going to keep saying that, but it really is a huge volume of work to lift and shift and take something that's happened for 13 years around the world, 10 years as of this year in Ireland, and within like 3 or 4 weeks, put that all online. So I think if you add to the chat channel loads of emojis of clapping hands and praise and thumbs up, I think that team deserves that very much. So well done, everyone. And we're going to meet some of them over the weekend. We're going to pop up and tell you a little bit about themselves. You can catch up with them on Discord as well. So again, we're coming together as one nation to fight against COVID-19 in our own way with our own ideas. Over this time, obviously we are staying home, working together to change the world. If that's in our local community, or if that is an idea that can stretch beyond the boundaries here. We have a little message recorded from David Brown, who is the CEO at Techstars. So I'm going to load this up here, and hopefully you're going to be able to hear this. I'm going to turn off my camera so you don't have to look at my face or this wonderful shirt, but it'll be right back after this. Or it won't. This is the problem with doing videos and slides, isn't it? You told me about this, and did I listen? I did not.
Hi, everybody. I'm David Brown, co-founder and CEO of Techstars. I am super humbled and honored to see how many people have come together at such a critical moment all around the world. COVID-19 has created this shared experience for all of us and in different countries. And I think it's so great that so many people are coming together to help solve what is the world's most important problem of our lifetime. A little bit on Techstars. We're all about entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I'm 55 years old. I've never had a job interview. I've only ever worked at startups. And at Techstars, we invest in entrepreneurs all around the world. We've made over 2,000 investments now in companies that are really changing the world and making it a better place. And so that's really what this weekend is all about. It's based on our in-person version of Startup Weekend. I have an old school Startup Weekend and Fargo t-shirt on from many years ago. But we're going to see if we can launch some incredible ideas over the course of the next 54 hours or so. So I'm sure you're all eager to get on with it. I just wanted to provide a few words of encouragement. I'm going to participate. I'm going to mentor and judge in various programs around the world. And this is your chance to make the world a better place. Entrepreneurs are more important than ever before. It is really important that we come up with some big ideas and some big solutions to solve what is the world's biggest problem of our lifetime. For our part, we're going to be inviting 20 of the best participants from all around the world to join the Techstars Innovation Bootcamp to be able to progress their great ideas even further. So thanks a lot for letting me drop in, and thanks for joining us in this super important work. Have an awesome weekend and good luck. It's going to be a really great ride.
Excellent, excellent. So we're all back. Again, the purpose of the start of this is to give you an idea about Techstars, about Startup Weekend, about the family that you're part of. We're going to be swapping back and forth between myself and Sinead, chatting to you for the next few minutes about what's going to happen on the weekend, some really top tips for getting the most from the weekend, and some of the basics of making sure that this moves really smoothly for you. So those great big brains of yours, those great big ideas can get to work. So we're joining a global initiative to tackle through Startup Weekend, one of the world's biggest online entrepreneurship communities. So over 1 month, there's 70 different participating countries and all online. Now this is a kind of snapshot. Last week, there was 17 of these cities. This week, I believe there's 51. I think some of our team have been in touch with the teams from Zimbabwe. Last night, we were on with the teams from Vancouver. And again, you really are part of a global community. What you can see here is just some of the facts that have built up as being part of Startup Weekend. If you've already attended a Startup Weekend, welcome home. If this is your first time joining a Startup Weekend, welcome to your new home. You have a family now of 450,000 alumni around the world, 18,000 organizers, much like the 13 amazing ones we have this weekend here. And that's taken place in 1,500 cities around the world. Sinead will probably be a bit bored of me saying it, but when I'm not wearing, beautiful, fashion statements like this supporting the internet, when I've been at conferences around the world and I've had a Startup Weekend t-shirt on, it's amazing the people that just immediately come over to you to say, I was at one of those, best experience, and it really is that alumni that come together so well, which is just very, very exciting. Again, you can see the numbers. You've probably read them day in, day out. These are, what we've seen as some of the global numbers. This is what's happening at home right here for all of us, which I'm sure we're well aware of. But how are we going to support? How are we going to work against that? Well, that we've suggested these different type of verticals in health, vulnerable populations, the unseen, business, community, education, and entertainment. How has the world changed these areas? How are your ideas going to impact into these areas or other areas? But to take us through some of the next sections, I'm going to hand over to Sinead.
Perfect. Thank you, Jean. I think it was a really good point you just mentioned there as well about how much of a global network we are, and what you guys are getting by coming into it. I've traveled to 2 different countries living abroad for 2 summers in Sydney, Australia and in Bali in Indonesia. And by being a part of the network, I was able to reach out to other previous organizers and facilitators and different events that have gone on through Techstars, and had already so many friends and networks and things to do. So wherever you go in the world, you really do have a Techstars community. It's great to be involved with. But like that, again, something else that's great about Techstars, which we're going to be talking about a lot tonight, is the amazing global partners we have on hand. So Jean, if you could just pop on to the next slide, I will show them what I'm talking about. So thank you is definitely needed. Techstars put a lot of effort into picking the most strategic and best supportive partnerships globally that will offer people assistance throughout the startup weekend and after it. So some of the ones most notably that that we down through the years have even lent on in Ireland, Google for Startups has always been amazing with us. Microsoft for Startups, we have Microsoft again partnering with us for this event. Community Tools, Upwork, Wiley, HubSpot for Startups. And the amazing thing about this global partnership is that they offer you free stuff for us for the weekend, so that not only can your idea be something more, but they offer you the tools and services so that over 54 hours, it allows you to do this. So just quickly looking at what other partners and sponsors we have locally. So we have Microsoft, the Digital Hub, NDRC, Action Point, Dogpatch Labs, and Elkstone. It goes without saying that each and every one of these partners and local partners have come on board, and this isn't the first time that they've supported Techstars in an initiative like this with Startup Weekend in Ireland. Action Point is down in Limerick, and they themselves have people in there who are Techstars community based. And the same with Dogpatch Labs, Elkstone, NDRC. I have yet to go to a startup weekend where NDRC haven't been thumb to thumb helping with mentors and judges. So a huge shout out goes to our local partners, and especially for the partnership that they provided us with specifically for this weekend, which I will talk you through now, through the different list of prizes that the partners have offered us. So just on the next slide there, please, Jean. Thank you very much. So ladies and gentlemen, what would you get if you were to win Startup Weekend Ireland? Well, first prize, you would get a gift voucher, which we will give to you and announce on the night. We have a Startup Weekend COVID-19 Ireland t-shirt, which I'm super jealous because I normally get one of these as well, but we're just giving them out to the winners. So that is going to be one to have. You're going to have an opportunity to carry on and to pitch to the Eggstone Partners venture, and an opportunity to pitch at NDRC with prior mentoring. And then courtesy of Dogpatch Labs, you'll also get 6 months free desking space. And this is throughout all the different hubs that they have and networks. So because this is a regional event, we know that your team might be from all around Ireland, and we got you covered. So Dogpatch Labs has kindly come together and given us that, as well as swag bags for each person on the winning team. So then for second place, we also have a gift voucher. We've the Ireland t-shirt. Eggstone is also offering the opportunity to pitch to them, and LinkedIn have given us 6 months of premium membership. So getting on that LinkedIn buzz will be good. And then the special team awards. So what will you be getting? You'll be getting a gift voucher, a Startup Weekend COVID Ireland t-shirt, and the opportunity also to pitch at Eggstone Partners venture. I think it's just really nice to even highlight on those points of Eggstone and NDRC, and something that we tried to, I guess, really provide for you guys out there. Is that when you win or have the opportunity to be placed in this Startup Weekend, you have somewhere else to go. NDRC and Eggstone are amazing opportunities within Ireland. And now you have somewhere that if you win, you have a next stage stepping stone. So don't look at this as just 54 hours to set up an idea. Look at this as a stepping stone into getting your idea off the ground and getting something fully fledged, and into either Eggstone or NDRC for some funding and good programs. So then looking at the local partner participant perks as well for Microsoft. So they're going to be providing $100 or zero passes as well for each participant over the weekend. So there'll be more details on all of that and all the different things that the partners are offering us. Each participant will get a lovely email in the morning tomorrow. So don't worry about it tonight, but all those stuff that the partners are offering you guys, that's going to be bundled into the nicest and easiest and simplest little doc of resources and toolkits that you guys are going to get sent out in the morning time. So don't fret, you'll get all of those, you'll get the links, and they'll be with you in the morning. So what is Techstars offering us as well? This is absolutely amazing, and it's a part of the global initiative that this has come about. It's the first time Techstars has ever done something to this magnitude, and I couldn't see any more of a fitting time to have it. So Techstars are offering a global prize of the top 20 teams from all the countries. Sorry, I've said that wrong. The top 20 teams from all of the 70 countries will have 3 days Techstars Innovation Bootcamp, which is absolutely phenomenal prize. And then on top of that, the top 5 that graduate from the bootcamp get $10,000 grant from Differential Ventures. So a lot of things to be excited about at this Startup Weekend taking part. And then finally, I just want to pop in again, and on the next slide you will see why this is up twice, because it is super important. Like that again, these Startup Weekends, what's really vital about them is having local partners in Ireland that support you. Global partners are amazing, but being able to have that push and those people around Ireland supporting you themselves is, you just need it, guys. Startup Weekend needs partners like these. So that is all the partners, and I will hand it back over to Jean.
Thank you very much, Sinead. We can't stress this enough. This is a volunteer-led organization that has, worked with, as you saw earlier, 15,000 volunteers around the world. I know I harp on about it a lot, but over the past 10 years, Startup Weekend has stretched right across the country. The idea, very simply, being it's a stepping stone to see what entrepreneurship is about. I was very lucky growing up. I came from a family of entrepreneurs. That's all we ever talked about, which is good and bad for lots of different reasons. And I always thought that's what everyone had access to very naively. What I love most about Startup Weekend and why I've been involved for what I think is like maybe 7-8 years is very simply the change that happens with a person from Friday to Sunday. A friend once explained it saying it's like there's a room, and this is the doorway into it, and inside that room is entrepreneurship, and people don't leave. So it really can't stress enough. A major thank you to the Digital Hub, Elkstone, NDRC, Microsoft, Dogpatch Labs, and Action Point. And I think the one thing that personally blew me away, I'm sure everyone on the team thought the same thing, is everyone here reached out to us to ask how could they help. And that really is just a testament to please do use their services, chat with them. We can't thank them enough on that. So again, not to labor that point, but really do appreciate their support. So look, where are we going into? We're going to start explaining, how the weekend works, what to remember to do, and equally what to remember not to do. This is a safe place. There's no quarters given in respect of that. We want you to be, to have the best possible experience, and for that, we need the best possible version of you here for the weekend. What we mean by that, very simply, is we don't tolerate any form of bullying or anything in that respect, especially as this is an online event. We expect you to work with your teams, and it will get tough. And everyone knows I'm a big sci-fi nerd, and like the film says, it's always darkest before the dawn. And what I mean by that is it's going to get tough. You're going to get your idea thrown around the place by the customers you'll chat with, using lots of different online ways to get to them, through the mentors, with the purpose of trying to refine what you're doing, teach you new skills, help you meet new people, and again, have a phenomenal experience. It's not about the winning. It's about getting through this and learning new skills. You've got Dave Cunningham tomorrow. You've got Ed Fidge and Kavanagh. You're going to learn a lot from those. You've got an array of mentors we'll see in a moment. But what I just can't stress enough of is, we've thought this out. We want you to have a great experience. Just be your best self this weekend is our ask of you. Sinead, do you have anything to add there, or do you think that's the right way to look at it?
No, I think that's very, very just captures it really in a nutshell. The only thing I would say is when you do get onto Discord, guys, is you'll see the README section. So if any of you are just kind of curious to what we mean in terms of the code of conduct or anything like that, you will see in your README channel our code of conduct for this startup weekend. Genuinely, we normally would never have absolutely any issues, but I guess it goes without saying that because this is an online experience, we want to make sure that you feel safe as well, and that it really just fosters the most amazing environment when you take part in one of these with the engagement. And we just want to make sure that you're getting that and everyone else is getting that, and that's kind of really that kind of point covered then.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. So what will you do this weekend? Well, I bought 3 family-sized sections of snack bars, so I'm definitely going to be getting through those. In between, give me the energy to make sure that I don't mess up this weekend. Now, thankfully, there's actually a proper team here. Sinead, as lead organizer, has put together a proper team who are going to make sure. I think really a lot of the job of the team is to make sure I don't mess things up. Because I bought too many snack bars. There's going to be a sugar rush. I'm going to start pressing buttons on Discord. I don't know what to do. I don't know. But listen, the slides here, we're going to follow the slides. We'll see what happens. Teamwork and pitching. We want you to participate. Work with your team. Go through these different sections. This is 13-year-long program. We know what we can get done in 54 hours. Pitch that innovative idea that you've had and just have an amazing experience. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's what makes up a startup weekend. We're going to kick off right now. And over the next few minutes, we're going to just run through how this works, how you're going to share ideas, when that's done, how you're going to form teams, you're going to start work. You're going to get those great brains all focused on brainstorming. Form your teams just after this. Get brainstorming done and check in with your amazing champion facilitators we're going to meet in a few moments. On Saturday, you're going to start executing, validating a prototype, define that model. You're going to get online. And normally we say at this stage, you get out of the building and chat with people. You're going to stay in that building you're in. You're going to get online. few years back, we had a team pitch at a startup weekend. They had a really great loyalty idea, and it was like an app for loyalty for coffee shops. And they, on their pitch, they said, well, we kind of tried to chat as many people as possible in Dublin, because they were doing it at Google on Barrow Street. And they said when 6 o'clock came, they're all shutting down. We had no one to chat to. We needed more information. So they went on Yelp and they started contacting coffee shops in the States and actually signed up 2 people overnight, which was amazing. So you can do this online and chat with us. We're going to help support you with that. You've got amazing masterclasses. We're going to meet some of those speakers later on Sunday. If you've been at a startup weekend, normally that's an advantage, and it definitely still will be. Some things that are different, as we'll see, is that on Sunday, your pitches are submitted at 1 p.m. And that goes through the judging process, and we're going to explain that. So that's a high-level overview. We're going to return to this tomorrow as well, but just to give you an idea of that. So day 1, well, you're going to meet your teammates if you already haven't. Big question, have you joined Discord? If not, get your emails, follow the instructions, download Discord, do all those great things, and get in there. Ideate with our virtual toolkit that's gone out to you. You've got some amazing resources in there. And just my tip, brainstorm. DC, aka Daniel Connolly, all the way in the wonderful Waterford, where my mother's from, and where I have a fond attachment to. He has tirelessly set up umpteen whiteboards for you that you're going to be able to access with an amazing poster feature that you designed that, Daniel. I'm going to say he designed that because he's done so much. He's been amazing. You're going to get to work. So that is day 1. Learn from your mentors in day 2. Attend your workshops. 8:20 a.m. yoga, stretching. I need it. I haven't been out of the house in a week, so I'm definitely going to be there. 9:30, we're going to kick off. We're going to go through the day. We've got the wonderful Dave Cunningham beaming in all the way from the west of Ireland, from Galway, chatting all things Lean Canvas. And at 5:20, we've got the wonderful Aisling from Waterford. We're just bouncing around the country, bringing it straight to your house with some other kind of yoga techniques. And then into the EFK, Ed Fidgen Kavanagh, Mr. Prezzo, aka Clear Prezzo. He has recorded a special edition Prezzo on Prezzos, presentation on presentations. It is absolutely phenomenal stuff. I'm sure people would pay money for that to go and see it, but it's going to be direct to you with your workshops tomorrow, and complete that final deck. Get ahead of everything, and we'll tell you more about that tomorrow. Perfect your pitch, go and record that, submit your pitch, and obviously, like we always like to do at the end of every Sunday, change the world. If your pitch isn't selected, if you don't form a team, that happens. That camera didn't freeze. I just use that for dramatic effect, which I think about now is probably a bad idea in this day and age of poor Wi-Fi. But in saying that, if you don't form a team, join another team. If your idea didn't get selected, join a team. There is another weekend coming up next weekend and the weekend after. You're part of the family. We'll help you. We'll support you. But get in there, be your best self, bring all that to everyone in that respect. So we're looking at the judging criteria now, but it wouldn't be judging without our judges. And again, we have some amazing stalwarts. We've got Dave Byrne, we've got Gene Kelly, we've got Conal Laverty, Alan Costello, and Leslie Harris. Some, tried and trusted judges that we've had before. Gene Kelly has tirelessly, put her hand up year in, year out. We're very grateful for her help in that respect. Alan Costello, NDRC, know him going back a long time. He knows what he's talking about. Conal, phenomenal CEO in Ireland with WIA. Leslie, we've got the health side of it. And then David as well for that experience in business. And again, let's look at the criteria. So how does judging work? Well, round 1 kicks off by you submitting your pitch, your video pitch, and your deck by 1 p.m. You're going to have instructions in this, so don't worry. But again, just start getting this in your head. Your pitch length is about 3 or 4 minutes. Make sure that happens. And that gets submitted. And the first batch of ideas are then selected, where we get the top 10 ideas. They're live streamed at 5 p.m. on Sunday to the world, and everyone obviously in this as well. And our judges come back and pick the top teams to get the first, second, and best team place. So again, it's a little bit earlier. It's 1 p.m. And you're going to have that pitch recorded, but we've got tons of great people to help you with that. And again, I'm always conscious of doing far too much talking. So I don't want to get over Sinead's next section. But where we're coming to now is, what are those criteria? Well, they sit amongst these 5 areas we see here. So what's the problem and what's the impact that you're making? So it's the solution, is the solution proposing relevant to COVID-19? What's the value prop for customers? Did you talk to potential customers? Get on LinkedIn, get on Twitter, get on your phone, get onto a medium that you can chat to people safely with. Don't leave your house, stay on the internet. It's the way to do it from now on. What's the execution and design? Have you designed a minimum viable product, an MVP, a prototype? There's all these interchangeable words, but do you have a website that explains what you do and people can sign up? Do you have like a paper model, and have you made some designs online? One year we had someone who did a dog walking robot. Sadly, went into flames on stage. Thankfully, it was put out. No one was hurt. And again, these are the things that you can do. Probably not that one though. Is it designed well? What have you done around that design? What is the execution for your plan? Is it original? Has this been done before? Are you a me too? Or can you really do something else that's out there? Feasibility. What is that plan? Are you going to be able to, push that out globally or locally? And again, we're going to send all this through to you. And business model. If it's social impact, which I've had the opportunity to work on startup weekends in that area, or if it's, in a different space, if it's a great idea today, can you make it sustainable to be a great idea in 10 years or 100 years, or 1 year or 10 years? How are you going to have a business model that can bring that great idea to life all around the world? Now, I'm going to hand over to Sinead, and you're going to take it from here and introduce some of these amazing speakers. Now, I think you may be on mute, Sinead. So I'm going to just say that.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay.
Typical. Well, as you all know, we are doing this from online, and we're doing this more than likely from your own homes. So my sister had come in, so I had muted because there was screaming nephews in the background. So if anything, guys, I was actually saving you. So now back to the event itself. We have some amazing speakers and mentor highlights coming up this weekend. As important as the organizers are, as important as you participants are, speakers and mentors have that caliber of importance too. So let's take a quick look at some of the people that we have on board for you. So first up is, Jean gave this guy such a better intro than I will, but Ed Fidgen Kavanagh is from Clear Presso, and he has done a phenomenal pitch presentation, personalized. Yes, you got this. Personalized to a COVID-19 Irish startup weekend, which we are going to be showing you guys tomorrow evening. This is a not to be missed, regardless if you're not even participating, get onto our YouTube live and watch this, because it's not something to be missed. We've seen it, we've highlighted it. It's good. You can all find some nuggets from it. And the second person up is David Cunningham. So he's from 360 Data, and he is going through the Lean Canvas workshop. So one thing, I guess, when I started off doing a startup weekend was I started with the intention of, I'm going to do this idea, I'm going to get it going. And then I realized, okay, I actually don't know what's involved in building out an idea and building it to, I guess, the standard that you're going to do it for a startup weekend. And that's where the Lean Canvas comes in. It really just shows you those different elements. It gives you a lovely framework to work off of, so you're getting a rounded idea, and you're really just getting to build out your whole solution. And this Lean Canvas workshop is going to be happening tomorrow morning. So when you guys are all fresh as daisies going into your full day ahead, this Lean Canvas workshop is going to be super amazing with David, complemented by Daniel's Miro whiteboard that he's prepped for you guys. So there'll be some great tools on hand. So on our next slide is just going to be the Saturday mentoring sessions. So Saturday, we have mentors coming in the morning time. We'll be briefing them ourselves to say how good are these ideas on from 10:30 to 11. And then from 11 to 1, they're all of yours. We're going to be pre-selecting them based off the skill sets that they have and the ideas you brought in, so we know that you're getting the best value, same as them. And they're going to be all given to you tomorrow morning. So look forward to that. If you want to check out what mentors are going to be here this weekend, please head over to our community site. All of them are there. Absolutely amazing from, as you can see, all around Ireland. We have no, I won't go through listing, but I can see County Kerry, there was Waterford, there was Galway, there was Kilkenny in there, there's Dublin, there's an American, there's like, we're going so far out, we're going outside of Ireland. That's like the reach that we have here. So yeah, thank you again. It's super important like this. And like I say to the mentors when I bring them on board, is I say thank you, because honestly, the standard and the expertise and just how far people get with a solution is simply because the mentors really come in, give that expert advice, and know how to just really navigate a startup weekend, and really giving them that someone to lean on, ask questions to, and build out their solution. So thank you so much to all our mentors that are jumping on board. And on next slide then, champion facilitators. So if you're new to a startup weekend, or if you've been to a startup weekend before, you might not know what a champion facilitator is. But for a startup weekend online, we have brought you some of the most amazing people who've been involved with Techstars Startup Weekend as organizers, facilitators, mentors, all down through the years, in different countries and regions. They facilitated throughout Europe, and back here again. And what these guys are coming in to do is they're going to be doing your check-ins. So they have a list of 2 to 3 teams each, and they're going to be giving you guidance throughout the weekend and checking in. They're going to make sure that you get that experience that you would offline, that engagement, ensuring that when you have a question to ask, that these guys are here and you can lean on them for expert advice. And yeah, they're really just they're going to be your know-it-alls. That's what we should have called them, the know-it-alls. I'll make sure for the next one we change champion facilitator over to know-it-alls. We can do that one. So yeah, so a big shout out to Colin Keogh, Tracy Keogh, Serena Desakpool, David Pollard, Wichi Man, who's also on the organizing team. Yeah, talking about being multitasking. And we also have Kelsey Roberts as well, who came on, and she's just not on that slide. But a big round of applause to all of them, because they're going to be pretty much running around the place for the whole entire weekend as the teams keep them very, very busy. So big shout out to all of those guys. And on our next slide then, we are going to so basically talk about how the champion facilitators work. So like I mentioned, these guys are experienced startup weekend, even seasoned, some might say, startup weekend organizers and facilitators. They're assigned their 3 to 4 teams, and they have their time slots throughout the weekend for check-ins. And they steer teams on the path to success. So yeah, so we've given them their checklist, and they'll give you your checklist. So really, you're supported well. You got this. You got this. So on our next slide, then we shall hear more from Jean.
You'll all be delighted to hear that I have a surprise that will probably not work as we get into the final stretch of this. But getting some messages in here. We even have some people from the Techstars community. Declan Kelly, who does a lot there. Previously, someone has popped in to say hello. So great to see that. And we've had some great comments from people. We're going to have some prizes next year. Hopefully not, but free debt for home offices. What else are the t-shirts? People want t-shirts. We're going to try and figure that out for people. So some really good comments, and a big thanks to everyone who's on this evening. But we're into the final stretch. I think, Sinead, I'm going to guess it by counting in the background as I try and buy some time. I think we've only got 12 slides left. So I think we're okay here. But look, we're going to run through the next steps for this evening, which are team formation and next steps. So hang on to your ideas, because we're about to get started. Are you set up on Discord? Because we're about to get back there. Again, download Discord to your laptop, to your desktop, get that set up, read the emails that have been sent out with the links to Discord. That's your private space. It's for no one else. And that's where you're going to be able to check our announcements channel to see ideas and join a team. If you've already got a team, then start brainstorming with them. And if you don't have a team, there's a channel in it called I Need a Team. And give us a shout out. Your champion facilitators are going to be there. We've assigned them to different teams. They're going to be able to work with you as a team leader to find those people that you need. And again, if you've got your team done, we'll help you close the door of that room, It's only for you. And then from that, you're going to start brainstorming and working with your team. Discord's pretty good stuff. Very robust. Once you get used to it, it's very good. Does video, does audio, and it's that channel to have open through the weekend for you and your team to do what you need to do. Again, before the night is over, make sure you have formed your team. So connect with those participants, jump in to see those ideas, find the one that you want, and tell them why you're the best thing. What are your skill sets? How are you going to help? What's going to happen? Then confirm your team as a team leader. Register your team and team members with the organizers before you disconnect for the night. We need all that so we can set up a load of stuff in the background. Basically, it's the secret sauce for Daniel and Sam and Alton to do all their magic. It's like Hogwarts back here, but in no way movie quality. Our champion facilitators are there the whole time. Make sure you check in with them and tell them what you've got on. Any questions you have, they're going to send that back to all of us. We're going to tirelessly work through and make sure that you have a great experience. Again, I think in kind of wrapping up these kind of last few areas, I don't really think there's much else. This is our hashtag for the weekend. Event photography has definitely changed in the past 6 weeks. So again, how are you going to get that team photo together? What way are you going to tell people about that idea that you have? Use this hashtag. We all check it. We can help promote your message. And again, spread the good word about what we're doing here. Sinead, if you want to have any final words, I'm going to try and play us out with a 1980s classic from the one and only Bonnie Tyler, because she's holding out for a hero. And the world's holding out for some heroes. And we've got 217 heroes that have signed up. We have over 50 heroes that are your mentors, judges, speakers, organizing team that are there. And although Daniel has his hand on his head, and I'm kind of worrying that he thinks this isn't going to work, Daniel, there we go. That's what we need. We need heroes. We need you doing your thing. Sinead, do you have any last words to sign people off with?
No, I just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure if you get a good night's sleep tonight that we have an 8:20 session for 40 minutes on yoga in the morning before we get kick-started into the day. So please avail of that. That'll be on our YouTube live here. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Don't be afraid. Discord is super friendly. All of us have been on it for the last week, having so much fun doing our calls and meetings. So check out the channels and just make sure that you get have a good time, build a solution, and let's tackle COVID-19 together, guys. Thank you.
Exactly. Okay, everyone, get back to Discord. If you can't figure it out, download it, read those emails we've sent you, and we'll be over there. We're going to help you. Ireland@startupweekend.org. Any questions? But get into Discord. That's the main area. And as Bonnie says, we need a hero. So be the best hero you can